these are the grid positions then for round 2 of 6. And it's Angela down in the south of Italy, one of 6 Italian riders on the so many times before. Number 69 is Alex De Persia. A surprise party was put together for him at Portimao. Agaska has gained a huge following, all the footsteps of Aldi Mahendra, of course, one of our Blue Crew members. Next time out, on the weekend of the 12th and 13th, and for everybody, the Hungarian venue, completely new this year, and a note back in 1950. He's number 26, third, 8 points behind the amount of points given for a win. So De Persia and Truyen, there's the lights. When the lights go out, we are away for the third race of the year. And Arai, Agaska, the Indonesian newcomer this season, makes a dip as they slam on the brakes and negotiate their way down into Let's just slip back up the inside to take third position with the all-white that leads you down towards La Quercia. Somebody running off the track there in the back, right up the inside for the number 23 of Imon Bocanegra, racing this season under a Brazilian licence. He's changed several with the advantage as we come down towards the rapid Cavoni. How many bikes do you want to have side by side at the end of the Open and have to sit out the rest of that weekend? So it's great that Charlie's back with it. Kugara now slotting into second place. De Persia to the deluxe. What you do not want to do is run off the track and difficult to catch back up again, as we've seen in the past. De Persia on the left. He takes the lead. De Persia, who comes into this round's position in the championship. Into La Quercia corner then. Is up their rivals and think, where am I stronger? Where are you weaker? 7 degrees Celsius here, despite the fact there's only 20 past 10 sides. But of course, those behind want the 6th street, so they have to go with them as the sole tyre supplier since 2004. Number 4 from Torre del Greco here in Italy. Down in what's known as the Blue Crew Village later on this afternoon. Riders will be gathering themselves. Agaska back at the inside, because as I said before the start, he's already collected the manufacturers for that matter is huge in Asia and in Lombok, the Mandalika circuit in recent years. Famously, of course, fantastic is the news that Toprak's back in the Yamaha family, be debut next year. That's the big talking point here in the paddock. And the Krabaka, who is in 15th place, just inside the points. Made his debut in the championship back at round 1, finished on the podium in one of those on only his 3rd start here at Misano this afternoon. 55.1. The pole time yesterday, if you're wondering, was a 1:54. De Persia then. Number 69. And that's exactly what's happening with Mottala, who started on pole. That is Salvatore Germano, manages to rejoin without making contact with anybody. Tremonto corner, tremendous corner speed there from the Indonesian in the first. From Almirante Tamadare in Brazil, he is Cabanali. Last year in Estoril, it gave him a free pass. Agaska on the inside line, number 38. Okanuki, the championship leader for much longer if it stays like this, is currently down in 14th of Kugawa. Now, I often say this in our commentary, see what happens over the next few laps. Does the leader out... Nobody doing anything too silly down through La Quercia. The confidence he's showing through Tremonto corner. Beautiful example of how to use the slipstream from De Persia. Be on equal machinery here. They have an increased number of R3 World Cup finishes this year. Agaska on the brakes. Those of you watching with us back in Indonesia will be loving this. You can tune page as these races go out live. Right now on a 1:54.3. That's 7/10 of a second, only 3/10 of a second off Mottala's pole from yesterday. Is in this category. Starting his 13th race, 78 FIM Latino America. Many tiers all around the world. And look at this position progression he's made. I said to Super Mario back in Portugal at the start of the season, if he wins today from 20... Side by side at the front, and this is perfect news for Salas. There goes the 55 of Pastore up into the lead in qualifying here, exactly as he did at Portimao at round right some way down the grid in only 11th position. As well for Pastore, because he's looking to get a good result here with an incredible move at the last corner. Are we going to see now sets the fastest lap of the race? That's only 2/10 of a second off the pole. 54 diving up the inside. It's Salvatore Germano running wide there, coming through La Quercia. Also in this leading group, we've got the championship leader is 12. David Novak is in 13th position. David Novak, number 46, so he's gone well. And Danny Krabaka is that we have in terms of the weather conditions. You can imagine what it's like for the riders. Kugala retakes the lead from Pastore. If it stayed like this, well, that's a very big statement to make, guys. Ahead of Mario Salas, and Chris Clark would fall from the lead. Right, incidentally, about the possible worries of engines overheating, and he said, no, it's not really a worry for heat. Luckily, the riders here are competing at the beginning of... And poor old Chris Clark, incidentally, he's not only going to fall down to third in the champ graduation. There's an investigation, I can tell you, underway now in the steward's office. It's Salvatore Germano who's under investigation. Out onto the green again, and it is Germano again. He will be given a long lap penalty. Touching the green paint coming out of the last corner, but also a wide... I'm on Boccanegra, he's not backwards and coming forwards. Move started to make his debut with wildcards, and this is where the tension really... It's Agaska with the advantage. We've had a Chris Clark win for the United States. We've had a Mario Salas win here today. Salas, who took pole position. Boccanegra, the Barcelona-based rider, who started 8th at Tremonto Corner. Again in the leading group. I don't think Indy Sun Solar, Troy Summit are going to be able to catch them. They're 15th, 16th and 17th. So 14 who could still win this race. As we now come around, running wide this time is the 77 of Angelo Mottala, who started up. The 10th and final lap commences now. Here at 23 in second place is Simon Boccanegra, and Pastore trying to sublime stuff from the 17-year-old there from Segrate. Takes the lead for the final time. It's anyone's guess. Only one of 14 Boccanegra's done what he did last time round. Let's check to see that nobody runs wide, and they have exits of the last corner. Look at number 6, Charlie Mendes. Oh, this is from the Dominican Republic in the Caribbean. Dived at the inside. Lever protectors yet again of that, there is no doubt. Up the inside goes the number 4 afterwards. That was Arai, Agaska again, the rider from Indonesia. A flag first, or a second flag first. Alex De Persia then has the advantage of the season. An Italian here in Italy. 3 different winners. Pastore, Salas, Clark, Novak completing the top 8 is okay. 4 of them have gone down. Jean, our first Italian win of 2025. In terms of the R3 World Cup, Agaska up on the podium from Boston. As I said, he's raced under a Peruvian flag because of his licence last year, then a